The YouTube sensation, the kiss-tard's aggravation. He always stops and smells the flowers, too clean to take showers. At night he fights crime, a few coins short of a roll of dimes. A lunatic run amok. He is the illustrious Dr. Fuck.
Schmack-a-magob, everybody. Hey, the great Waylon Latimer sent me five brackets to do. So you'll see 5 spread out during the weeks. And the first one, he wanted me to do a bracket of songs that have love in the title. So what do you say we get into this? As I always say, in case you haven't seen these brackets, I don't really pay attention. I was actually jamming a Bad Company while writing down all these songs. And not paying attention to what I was writing down, just paying attention to, you know, like, rock steady, stuff like that. All right, so let's start this. Oh, look at this first one. Vangina with Love Walks In. Woo! And it's a song I like. Ain't that crazy? Like, I like 2 Vangina songs. This one and Human Being. Human Being rocks. This is like a wussy-ass ballad. And I hate 5150. That song 5150 musically is okay. But I like Love Walks In. Dude, it's official. I am certifiable. And he wants me to put it against Vinnie Vincent, Love Kills. Vangina. Vangina wins. Certifiable. Alright, next. Queen, Someone to Love. You know, I used to not like that song, but I've grown to really like it. Versus Love Me 2 Times, Babe, The Doors. I'm giving that to The Doors. Now, Love Me 2 Times, Babe, versus Love Walks In. The Doors take it. Alright. You know what I mean? I may like that Vangina song, but come on, man. It can't win against more than one song, at least on this bracket, I guess. I don't know. Next. Oh, this is interesting. Song with the same title. Save Your Love from Great White versus Save Your Love by Kiss. Now, here's the funny thing. I love both songs. And I don't like Great White after the first album, but I did like that song, and I like Face the Day off. That was the second album. Face the Day I know is a cover. I'm giving it to Great White, believe it or not. And I love the Kiss Save Your Love, but man, I love that Great White ballad. It's awesome. Now, Save Your Love versus Love Me 2 Times, I'm going to stay with The Doors. Alright? Next. Oh. Since I've Been Loving You. Probably that and T for One are the only bluesy type Led Zeppelin songs I like. I don't like You Shook Me and I'm Gonna Quit You, Babe, but that song I love. And it's one of the greatest Jimmy Page guitar solos. Versus Still in Love with You by Thin Lizzy. Now, here's the deal with this song. I do like it, but only on the... I don't like that studio version where that other guy's singing. And it's not because the other guy's singing. I think the emotion on the live version and the atmosphere is amazing. But I'm still going with Zeppelin. Now, Zeppelin... Since I've Been Loving You versus Save Your Love, Zeppelin. Giving it to Zeppelin. Now Zeppelin, take it over. Alright, next. Stone in Love from Journey. Great song. Cool song. Probably my second favorite off Escape after Mother Father. Versus, well wait, no. Still They Ride. So this will be my third. Mother Father, Still They Ride, and then Stone in Love. Versus, this song's amazing. And I'll tell you a little history of this song. This song did not really chart well because it got ruined by the momentum of a song that this guy sang as well with Stevie Nicks. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I have that documentary where they're talking about Woman in Love from that song. Hard Promises. What an amazing album. That song, Something Big, is the greatest Tom Petty song in my opinion. But Woman in Love is beautiful. but it didn't chart well because Stop Dragging My Heart Around kind of eclipsed it. I'm giving that to Tom Petty. Now, Woman in Love versus Since I've Been Loving You, I'll admit it, that's kind of tough, but I'm sticking with Zeppelin. All right, next. I Still Love You from Kiss versus Still Loving You from Scorpions. They're both great, and if I was to judge it by the live versions, I'd give it to the Scorpions. But this is studio version, because I don't like the live version of Kiss. I Still Love You with the vocal gymnastics, but I love the studio version, and I'm giving that to Kiss. But I'm not giving it to Kiss over Zeppelin. Are you nuts? No. Yes. Hey, look. I know there's a lot of Kiss fans on my page, and you're probably saying, "Nah, man, you're nuts." You're a Kiss twat. All right, next. And Zeppelin's still holding on. Love Gun from Kiss versus Love Machine by Wasp. That one's kind of tough, man. I'm going with Wasp. All right, now Love Machine versus Since I've Been Loving You. Oh. Yeah, you're probably saying, really? You're going to pick Wasp over that Zeppelin song? Man, I'm thinking about doing it. I am. Yeah, that's right. Love Machine, taking over. Should I? I don't know. I don't think I'm going to sleep well tonight. That was a little... Man, Waylon, man, you know how to make me suffer, bro. I'm going with Love Machine. Screw it. That song is just so good. Not as good as the guitar solo on this, but yeah, I'm giving it to Love Machine because Love Machine rocks, man. And it's not all bluesy and shit. And I'm not a big fan of blues. Even though I like that blues song, I'm still going with Wasp. All right, the last one on the left side, which will determine the winner. Come On and Love Me by Kiss versus 10 Seconds to Love by Motley. I love them both, but I'm giving that to Kiss. Come On and Love Me. Now, Come On and Love Me versus Love Machine. Oh, I know what I'm picking. I got to give it to Kiss. Come On and Love Me. That song is just so cool. I heard Paul Stanley say once, I can't write a song like Come On and Love Me anymore. Yeah, it's because you're not as awesome as you were back then. Back then you were Paul Stanley of Kiss, man. Now you're Paul Stanley of Kiss. But Paul Stanley of Kiss won on this side. Yes, I would even put Come On and Love Me over Since I've Been Loving You. All right, now we're going to the right side. And let's see if it can defeat Come On and Love Me. All right, Don't You Love Her Madly? Love that song. Versus, oh, this is awesome too. May This Be Love by Hendrix. I'm giving it to the Doors. This is a great one too. Billy Squire, my kind of lover, love it. Versus Rat, You're in Love. Did you know that song is about people that are into urine, that love urine? You know, you're in love. You know, the album before, they were kind of different. They had You're in Trouble. They had trouble peeing. But now they love You're in Love. I'm giving it to You're in Love because I love that song. You're in Love versus Lover Madly. Ooh, you know what? I'm going with Rat. I do love that tune. I'm not a big fan of Invasion of Your Privacy other than like 3-4 songs. I think it's a big downgrade from Out of Cellar. All right. All of My Love. Adore that song from Zeppelin. Versus, it wins. It wins over Zeppelin and it wins over Rat. One of my favorite Blue Oyster Cult songs. I Love the Night. What a song. Definitely giving it to that. All right, next. I Love It Loud versus Love's a Bitch from Quiet Racket. I love them both, but I'm going with Quiet Riot. I love Love's a Bitch. Love's a Bitch versus I Love the Night. Please. Blue Oyster Cult. Man, I have a feeling Blue Oyster Cult might win the right side. Will it win over Love Her All I Can? We'll see. Well, will it win over what's coming up? Let's see. Love Me Forever from Motorhead versus Last Rites Love You to Death from Megadeth. It's blasphemous for me to say this, but man, I don't like that Motorhead song. And it's not because it's a ballad, because I love 1916. the title track. But I'm not into Love Me Forever. I'm giving that to Megadeth. But I still say I Love the Night is better. So Blue Oyster Cult hanging on. Next, Making Love from Kiss versus Too Fast for Love, Motley Crue. That one's simple. Kiss. Definitely Kiss. But I Love the Night. Blue Oyster Cult is still hanging on. Alright, next. Whole Lotta Love from Led Zeppelin versus Love Hungry Man from AC/DC. Now, I'm giving it to Zeppelin, and I used to not like Love Hungry Man. I love that song now. I think that whole album, when I was a kid, this is how crazy I was. I thought Highway to Hell, kind of like side 2, was kind of weak. I don't think that anymore. I used to think whatever about Get It Hot, even If You Want Blood. And Love Hungry Man, I always like Night Prowler. That one was that, and Shot Down in Flames were my favorite. But now I love them all. But I got to go with Whole Lotta Love. But Blue Oyster Cult over Zeppelin in this case. I'm more of a Zeppelin fan, but I'm giving it to Blue Oyster Cult. Now, finally, I Stole Your Love from Kiss versus Motley Crue's, man, Too Young to Fall in Love. One of the coolest, awesome Mick Mars solos. I loved Mick Mars when he didn't do the slide shit, which started on Theater of Pain. Those first 2 albums was slideless. And Too Young to Fall in Love is one of the most ripping solos on that album. And I'm going with Kiss. I Stole Your Love. Awesome tune. But I Love the Night wins. Okay. Not going to lie, this one's tough. Come On and Love Me by Kiss versus Blue Oyster Cult. I Love the Night. I know it won. I know what wins. I'm telling you, man. There's something about I Love the Night. That song, it's chill. Buck Dharma's awesome, silky, sultry voice. The winner of the songs that have love in the title bracket is Blue Oyster Cult with I Love the Night. Hell yeah. My opinion, sticking with it. Thank you, Waylon. You rule, my friend. And so do you. Yeah, you that's still watching. Yeah, even if you're a pickle whisser getting mad saying, oh my God, Kiss. Oh, how can he pick Blue Oyster Cult over Kiss? Didn't you know that Kiss opened for Blue Oyster Cult and then Blue Oyster Cult opened for Kiss? Like I give a rat's ass. Anyway, caught it with this hand. You saw how fucking awesome that was? It wasn't awesome. What's wrong with you? Thank you again, man. And please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a like, man. I think that helps the video if you give it a like. And stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath. And you know what I'm about to say. Schmack 'em a gob. And you didn't know I was going to say this. Bang, bang, pizza skulls. It's been a while.